I love men. I'm married to one. I have a son. Our dog is a boy even. I have the most beautiful brothers. I'm one of 11, right? So I was the first daughter that came in after 5 boys. So I got dressed like a boy anyway.
I have had huge opportunities. I'm Pacific, and yes, I can fit within that, that sector of society that probably a lot of New Zealanders would perceive as being disadvantaged and so on. Within my own community, I recognise my privilege, and I feel huge responsibility to not just look after myself.
A lot of development that we've been doing has been on, building a woman's confidence and how does a woman negotiate and where does she step into places where, almost like be more like a bloke. And honestly, it doesn't work for starters. But the second thing that we started realising is, why are we trying to fix women? Why are we trying to do that?
From a feminist point of view, and I absolutely call myself a feminist, I think there's a real opportunity for New Zealand to look at intersectionality within feminism. So we know that not all women experience discrimination or bias to the same extent. Māori and Pacific, we're always at the bottom of every metric that you can think of around that discrimination.
I think that's the thing, when you start sort of talking about, again, the who-ness of Kiwis, all 200 plus ethnicities of ourselves, part of the reason why we are who we are is because we actually do believe that people should get a fair go and a fair deal. And when we see, things that aren't fair, usually we do step in, right? We are that nation that goes, yeah, nah, not okay.
So then I say, well, so how do we change that? And that's around women being inclusive and understanding that intersection of race and social class and religious diversity and sexual orientation, and all of those things really impact our experience of being a woman in this country.
The conversation that we're having right here, the stories that we're capturing right here, are cementing and making sure that we don't lose that whakapapa, the shoulders of those that we stand upon. And so when you know that, it gives you that sense of belonging to something, and it gives you that sense of, okay, so where is the next that I go to? And I would never liken the work that we're doing right now to what Kate Shepherd and her amazing group of supporters, both men and women, achieved. But in a way, we have to ask that question, what is the next?
I think we're fortunate in the younger generation that they seem much more ready to stand up for issues, and then they use technology really successfully to galvanise support. So I guess the message is, if you're passionate about something, if you really have a burn to make some change somewhere, you just need to start.
So I think that can be actually used with some of the lessons that we've still got to teach ourselves as we move forward and trying to get gender parity. I feel Kate's looking over our shoulders and just going, come on, girls.